I'm sorry, having a
Oh,
moment.
good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us here at Central Texas College. My name is Mariceli Santiago. I am the Director of Student Life and Activities, and joining me today is the cast of Financial Aid. Yes. Okay, maybe not the cast, not the full cast, just a
Okay,
few.
I knew I
Um,
had it because I remember her penmanship.
all
Just
right.
a few of
So
our local fun people.
yes, and it's always a lot of fun with them. So, do you guys, let's see, we have Stacy Pritt and Angela, and I forgot your last name, Angela, and I muted you, by the way.
Stuart, sorry about that.
No, you're good, and Angela Stewart. So they're here to talk about financial aid and basically how you guys, as students or anybody interested in coming to CTC, might be able to take advantage of financial aid and maybe get some money so that you could go to school. So
Right?
I don't know, Stacy, can you help us figure out like what
Some
do
of the
we
things
need to
that are
do?
important. Oh,
Yes.
goodness, so many things. So, those that are interested in applying for scholarships, those opened up on July 1st. They will close at the end of this month, and that is for the fall 24 semester. So if you haven't applied for those scholarships yet, go over to the foundation's portal and apply for those scholarships. Another thing that they may be interested in is work study. The application for the fall semester work study will open up in the middle of this month, and it'll be available through the eTree forms. So they'll need to keep an eye on that to see when it populates. A couple other things they need to be aware of, Texas grant e-form, if they want to fill that out with, they may be eligible for a Texas state grant. They are called, Angie, help me out here. I can't remember the name of it. Hold on,
I muted you. You're muted, Angie.
it is the Texas, is it Texas State Grant?
It's
Texas
the
Grant?
the,
Texas
the Texas
Grant?
State Grant
The Texas State
certification.
Grant certification form, and it's on the eTrieve. They need to fill that out for the 24-25 academic year. And once we get those funds situated for the fall, the Shoni Morrow, the lovely lady who handles that, will be the one who contacts them to let them know that they have gotten that grant, or if their application was denied. So they will get an email letting them know either way. What else do we got, Angie? We've got open house coming up this Saturday. So if you have questions about financial aid and you want to speak to someone directly, our loan officer will be there. Our work study state grant lady, Shoni Morrow, will be there, and I will be there. Karen Bentley, our director, will also be there, but she's going to be walking around speaking to people. So they will be having, I don't even know how many people are going to be there. How many people are going to be there, Marcelli? It's going to be a big
Hope.
event.
Yeah, no, we have almost, I would guess to say every single student facing department, whether it be
That's awesome.
academic or not, we pretty much have out there representation for. So
But it's a great way to get resources.
if you're one of these people are like, I can't get a hold of anyone at CTC and you need to get a hold of someone, that is the place to be. Just come
It
on
is,
down.
Yes.
right?
It gets so
Because
busy.
financial aid's going to be there. I know advising is going to be there. Recruitment's going to be there. VA is going to be there. So if you have questions, that's the perfect opportunity. If you want to speak to someone in person, to come and talk to us, come see us, stop by our table, say hello. There's also a chance to win. It's a $250 scholarship if you register online. Currently, yes, so if you register online through the CTC website, you have an opportunity to win a $250 scholarship. So again, that's an opportunity to get money for classes for the fall. So take advantage of that. Every little bit counts, especially when our tuition rate is so low here at CTC. you can almost pay for an entire class with that $250 scholarship. So take advantage of even the little scholarships. All of those will add up quickly.
Oh yeah, definitely. What are some of the things, like I know there's a lot of people that maybe have held off in the past because the FAFSA form was it was, not ready. The Department of
Mm-hmm.
Education kept trying to get it rolling and then it would kind
Yep.
of pull back and we're another day kind of pull back. Can you talk a little bit about where we're at with that?
So the 2024-2025 for CTC, now I can't speak for other colleges because each individual college had to get theirs up and running and set and ready to rock and roll for the 2024 academic year. CTC has been ahead of the game. We actually started processing about a month ago, which is ahead of most of your four-year colleges, I've noticed. We are processing the 24-25, so if you haven't filled yours out, get it filled out. It's a lot easier. It's a lot shorter. There's not as many questions. Because of the raise in the poverty line, a lot more people are qualifying for financial aid, Pell grants, state grants, etc., that didn't qualify before because they didn't meet that cap.
Even if you feel like you're not going to qualify, apply still. You never
Yes.
know what you're eligible for. So
Yep. And the foundation department actually uses some of that information that they pull in to determine your eligibility for scholarships, et cetera. And so do the state grants. They use that information to help determine eligibility for those state grants.
Yeah, definitely. So that's awesome. And can you talk, I know this is not your department, but we're talking a little bit about scholarships. And we have right now something happening with scholarships at CTC that doesn't happen all the time in the summer. And I was wondering if you could kind of, even though it's not your specific area, but maybe if you could talk a little bit about that.
So typically the scholarships are only open for the following academic year from December until I think it's the end of February or end of January. Let me double check that information. I want to give you an accurate information. But typically the scholarships are not open, and right now they are. So you have an opportunity to get in there and get scholarships that weren't awarded prior.
I believe through
And
foundation, the scholarships are open in was it July 1st till July 30th?
Yeah.
it's yes.
My
So
son
just
applied.
this
Okay.
month.
Yeah.
Typically they're only open from December 1st until February 28th for the following academic year. So that wouldn't usually affect you. So for example, when they open up this year in December and close in February, it'll be for the fall of 2025. So this is a great opportunity that they're giving you guys to go out there and try and get some of those scholarships for the fall of 24, which originally closed back in February.
Yes. So that's a great opportunity for sure.
Yes.
Most people we don't normally do this, and we're really trying to give out money so that students feel comfortable coming out here to CTC and, getting
and
your education.
the crazy thing is that when I was a student here at CTC, when I was getting my first associate's degree here, they had 356 scholarships, I think, and they only had 225 people that applied for them because nobody knew that they were out there. So a lot of students wound up getting 2 or 3 scholarships. So it's important that we get this information out to students so that they understand that there are opportunities that are out there for them to apply for these scholarships.
Yeah.
And it's based off of different things, your age, it's based off of your degree program, it's based off of whether you're a single mom, if you're in the nursing program, it's just a variety of different things. So take advantage of it because it doesn't happen all the time. We don't always get it open in the summer. It's typically open only from December until the end of February. So if you get a chance, go to the scholarship portal and fill out that application.
Yep. Let's get that money, guys. This is free money. This is for y'all. Like, honestly, this is giving you a way to be able to
Yes.
get free money for everything you're doing. Now, let me see. Oh, we have a question here. If we applied for the July scholarships, when would we know if we received one? Great
They're
question.
They're closing those at the end of July. I would imagine, I've talked to the foundation department. They're trying to get that squared away within those first 2 weeks of August so that they will know by the start of class so that they can get those funds dispersed over to them as soon as possible.
So be checking that email that you used. Make sure
Yes.
that you're checking your email.
Yes, your student email is your primary source of information. If you are not checking that regularly, at least have it forwarded to your personal email address so that you're getting all of those important emails, because financial aid is going to email you through there. Advising is going to email you through there. The scholarship portal is going to email you through there. All of those things that'll keep you in the loop as to what's going on here at CTC for your account.
And what she's talking about is what we call Ego Mail. So after
Yes.
you register for your classes, you're actually going to get an email, Ego Mail assigned to you within the next day, the few days right after you do your registration. So make sure that once you have that, you start looking at that as well as the email that you used when you applied, because they'll start sending you stuff to that email where you applied, and then at some point it will cross over to what we call our Ego Mail.
Yes.
So be on the lookout. And then the other thing is, they're going to send you an email. You need to accept the scholarship. If you don't accept it,
the biggie
they will
right
not
there.
give you the money.
Yes. They can also check their Eagle self-service and under their financial aid, under their financial aid, and it should populate there for them to be able to view and accept at that point.
Yes, but just make sure that you're doing that, because it's very important. If they don't hear from you, then they're going to offer it to somebody else. So definitely apply and then be on the lookout for those emails, so that hopefully you can accept pretty quickly, get that money, and use it for your classes, because that's exactly what you're going to need at this point.
And some things to be thinking about to keep in mind. Most of the scholarships as well as financial aid are going to require you to be on an active degree program. The classes that you take are typically going to be needed to be on that degree program. Now, it's not always the case, but typically that is the case, is they need to be on that degree program that you are currently on. And in some cases, it has to be specific things for the scholarships. I know that.
Sometimes they might have different guidelines.
Like you have to be in at least 3 credit hours, 6 credit hours, 12 credit hours. Make sure you're reading those requirements when it comes to your scholarships.
Yeah, they might have a GPA requirement also.
Yep.
So just make
That
sure,
too.
make sure you're looking at it, but definitely apply. I'm telling you, it's an
Yep.
easy way to get your money in. So another thing, can you all talk about a little bit how it works? Because I know this is a question I've gotten a lot recently. So for example, we have a lot of students that are using what we call the CATE Center, which is when they get the career and technical education courses. And in our CATE Center includes things like automotive, welding, building trades, graphics and printing.
Graphics design and printing, yes. That's actually what my first associates is in. My husband actually did the welding associates. They're great programs. They're self-paced programs. The one downside that we do have as far as financial aid goes is you only can take one class at a time. So therefore, we can only release funds per one class that you register for. Once you reach 12 credit hours, we won't disperse any more funds from your Pell Grant. So that's something to keep in mind. And your classes must begin and end within the semester that you are taking them. So for example, for the summer semester, we had to have classes in by August 11th. So if you're in the CATE Center and, for example, your class doesn't end, they registered you for class and it doesn't end until the 16th, we will not cover that class because it overlaps the term. So you got to make sure that your classes fall within the semester that you're taking them.
Yes.
Also for loans, when it comes to the CATE Center, Stacy was talking about you can only take one course at a time. So with loans, you have to have 6 credit hours for your loans to disperse. So if your course is only if your first class is only 3 credits, you won't get that loan dispersed till you hit 6 credit hours till your next class.
Yes.
Okay. So loans function a little bit differently within the CATE Center also.
Yeah. And I know like not just in this Kate Center, I know that I've had people say, oh, well, I registered for 6 credits and I thought I was gonna get more money and stuff like that. And a lot of times, can you explain the difference in how the payout is between like what's considered full-time versus part-time, and explain
Sure.
what it is and then how it gets dispersed differently?
Okay, so in terms of financial aid, so Pell Grant and the student loans, full time is considered 12 credit hours. If you are in less classes than that for the Pell Grant specifically, your Pell Grant will reduce. So, for example, if you receive $2,000 for the fall semester for your Pell Grant, and you're only in 6 credit hours, you're only going to get $1,000 of that, because you're only going to get half of what your Pell is, because you're only in half time, because 6 credit hours is not considered full time for Pell, 12 credit hours is. So you have to keep that in mind. So in that case, then if you're only in 3 credit hours, again, only a quarter of that is going to disperse. And then if you're in 9 credit hours, if you're in 9 credit hours, it's going to be 3/4 of that. So it's all things to keep in mind when you're registering for classes. Also something you need to be aware of. I know that here at CTC we have 8-week, 16-week, I think we have 12 and 10 week courses, and they all start at different times throughout the semester. If you have 2 classes, for example, one starts at the beginning of the semester and the second one doesn't start until October, November, you'll get one payment when that first class hits 10 days prior, but you won't get another payment until that other class hits 10 days prior. So that's something you need to think about as well when you're planning your classes. If you're needing all of your funds at once, all of your classes should start at the same time to give you all of your funds at once.
So great insight there. Can you talk a little bit on, so I'm asking all these random questions, but
That's okay.
it's because we have a lot of things to cover,
Throw them
guys.
at me. I'm ready for them. I'm ready. Let's do it.
So I need a student worker in my area. Are
Okay.
you looking for student workers? What is a student worker?
So a work study or a student worker is someone who has what's called unmet need through the federal government. It states that, so they've qualified for Pell, but they still have what's considered an unmet need, which basically means their tuition, fees, et cetera, outweigh what they've been allotted. And so what they can do is they can apply for work study, and those applications for fall will open up in the middle of this month. So sometime this week, I think Shoni said by the 17th, right?
Yes.
By the 17th, they're going to be opening up the applications for the fall. And it's just like a regular job. You work here on campus. You can't work more than, 19 and a half hours?
19 and a half hours, yeah.
19 and a half hours. They work around your school schedule. So whatever your school schedule is, they will work around it. This also comes in handy if you're working and you have your finals, because a lot of our finals are scheduled differently, but they will work around that schedule with you. You get paid an hourly wage. You get a paycheck. This isn't money that goes into your student account. This is money that goes directly to you. You get experience on the job training, on the job experience, so that you can utilize it on your resume. And that way, when you graduate, you actually have not just your education, but you have experience under your belt when you go out into the real world.
It's a great program.
I'm looking for one, just saying.
You are? Well, you get in contact with Shoni. Shoni will hook you up.
I know.
She's ready to contact people right now. She came in to ask me how to get a hold of all of the department heads. So
tell her I'm in.
But you're in, I will let her know.
But I need the students to apply so that we could get.
We're actually looking for one more for financial aid too. So we understand. We lost one. He graduated last semester. In the spring, he was an amazing work study. Luckily, we lose them. Yes.
We love our students.
We do.
It's hard.
Luckily, we have one of our work studies that will be returning in the fall. They get the month of July off, and they come back in August. So she'll be returning in the fall. She's amazing. We love her to death. I don't want to see her go, but I know she's going to go off to great things once she graduates. We've had several people that have gone from work study to full-time employees. One of our advisors that we just hired, Zach, he was a work study, and he has went to work for CTC, and now he works in financial aid. So
Jasmine was a work study also. She's been here for 20 years.
Yep.
Yep.
There's quite a
Yeah,
few
so
here.
just because you're a work study now doesn't mean that you can't go further in your CTC career once you get that associate's degree, or decide to go over to a 4-year and get your bachelor's and come back and join us for all the fun, because that's kind of what I did. I graduated and then worked full time while I was getting my bachelor's, so it's all possible. So we love our work studies, and we push that a lot. Thankfully, Shoni has taken it and run with it, and it's grown from 5 to 7 work studies to what she had, like 30
40-something.
Was it 40 something?
42?
Yeah, 40 something this last spring. So I mean, her goal, what'd she say her goal was? 50?
Like 100?
Was it
I thought she
100?
said like 100
I was
work
like, can
studies.
we just go to 50? And she's like, no, my goal is 100. Okay, cool.
I'll take 2.
Take 2. I'll put you down. I'll put you down.
Put me down for 2.
Are you ordering them now? Or
Yeah, you know
It's
what?
the pre-order.
your pre-order?
Can't we do that?
$13.95 sold.
Woo! Woo! No, guys, you don't understand. Sometimes, the departments, we need assistance and stuff, and it's hard. We want to have the help.
Yes.
I love my student workers. I enjoy having them, come in here and being here. They get a lot of experience, and if they don't learn from me, if they
Well,
don't
and
learn from
sometimes
me,
it's
I didn't
nice
do my
to
job.
have, someone that you can relate to when you come into a department, and, you see all these people that are, my age or older, and they're like, oh, these people are intimidating. But then you see one of your fellow students, and you're like, okay, I can do this. I can talk to them, and that's a great. I feel like that's a great way to embrace our students and bringing them into our culture and our world.
I will say though, don't let age be a thing. I have had all ages, all
Oh, yes.
sizes,
Yes.
all colors. I
Oh, yeah.
love diversity. So you know what?
Yes.
I I definitely would
Oh,
like
yeah.
me somebody mature.
Anybody who's qualified. Some of them that ain't even qualified, we'll teach you. Come on.
Oh yeah, no, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. No, I have some that, they end up having experiences with me and stuff, and then they graduate and then they want to come back. And I'm like, yeah, or,
We
they
have
come back
work
senior
studies
or whatever.
up in the VA office. Work studies up in the VA office. They're retired disabled veterans or just retired veterans, and they work as work studies while they're going to school and getting their degrees. So, and then they come back and they work for us too. So we take them. We'll take them all.
Yes.
We're not picky.
So,
Come on.
So I see a few of you out there watching. If you have any questions, please go ahead and put them in the chat, because we can talk to you. And even if, the main focus of this is financial aid, but if you're really like, oh my God, I don't know what to do.
What's my next step? Where do I go from here?
It's okay. We'll help you. It doesn't matter.
That's what we're here for.
Yes.
Angie, do you want to explain some of the changes that are going on with loans that started as of July 1st?
Oh yes. So actually the rates have changed, and let me get that up. I can share my screen, can't I?
Yes.
I think so.
Let me try to share my screen with you real quick. If not, I will just bring them up, go over them. Yeah, they just changed on the 1st of July, so that's really important for the coming up. They were, I think, 5.5, and now they're 6.63, I believe. So they did go up a little bit.
Yeah.
We've also started doing Sallie Mae loans, which is a big deal. I like them because it enables student or degree programs that are more On the expensive side, I feel like aviation nursing, it allows them to have funding, you know, so that's a
They'll
good
cover
avenue.
those big expensive, like the flight hours, the
The flight hours are
gasoline.
very expensive. Yes, yes. So
The books for
that's
the nursing department.
they're very expensive. So just like if you want to apply for a Sally Mae loan, that is actually through sallymae.org, I believe. And once you apply for the loan there, if you get approved, then we have to certify your loan, and then that loan goes to the business office and they pay for your tuition and your fees. So we're involved in the process of Sally Mae, but it's more or less just Sally Mae. Once we certify it, they pay for your courses.
Yep.
Yeah,
Which has
I
been
know.
very beneficial to our aviation students, our flight
Oh, yes.
students for the flight school. That one has come in mighty handy because that particular program is fairly expensive because of the plane rental fees and the flight fees and all of that fun stuff.
Yes. So for the interest rates for the federal loans, they came out on July 1st, and those are expected to increase from 550 to 6.533.
Well, 550. Can you explain what that is?
The interest rate would be
Interest rate.
5.50 for 23-24 school year. And then for the 24-25 school year, that went from 5.0 up to 6.533.
Got it.
It wasn't a big jump, but it is a jump. So and then we do have Parent Plus loans as well. They're not as common, but that rate was 8.05, and that went up to almost a 9.1 for their interest rates. I would definitely advise, if you are looking into aviation or nursing, into the Sally Mae programs.
Yes.
I think their rates are a little different also.
And just to be fair, for those of you who are watching, most of our programs do not have those extra fees and stuff like that. It just happens that those two, because of the nature of the program, they have additional costs that the majority of our students do not have. So the majority of our students have just their tuition to deal with and then materials, and even materials, a lot of the stuff they don't have to pay for. The books and stuff, usually they're open-ended or whatever, or if they have a cost, it's very small.
Yeah.
But those
most degrees
programs specifically just happen to have that
yes, those
extra.
two, and that's why we mentioned the nursing and the flight or aviation are the two that we probably would recommend for that. Maybe even our police academy, because of the way their classes are overlapping for our semesters, which that wouldn't affect them like it would for Pell and loans. So those, but other than that, really the rest of our programs well within the budget friendly.
Yes.
Because I think our tuition rate, correct me if I'm wrong, Mariceli, it goes up in the fall to 125 per credit hour. So you're looking at a 3 credit hour class is what, basically 375.
And that's for in-district.
For in-district.
Out of district is 163 per credit hour.
Yeah. So still, comparatively, I think Temple's tuition rate for 1 credit hour is like somewhere in the 250 range, 235 range, something like that for 1 credit hour. So you're looking at a pretty big difference if you come to CTC versus some of the other institutions in the area for tuition rate. If you're wanting to save money and get your associate's degree or even your core classes completed so that you can go on to get your bachelor's degree, CTC is one of the cheapest in the area. Our tuition rate is still the lowest.
So, all right. Let me see. Anybody else have anything to say? No, I think we're good there. So I want to show, did you want to show your screen, Angie?
Oh, it was just a little snippet of what Lucette has sent me. So it was just the comparative from the 5.0 to the 6.53 for the interest rates.
Yes. So For those of you that might be interested in actually, are you guys going to be there this Saturday, Stacy? I know
Yes, me
Stacy,
and
you are.
Angie, Shoni, the work study lady, will be there. So if you have questions about work study, you have questions about loans, or you just have general financial aid questions, we will be on hand. I'll actually be doing the live podcast with you, Mariceli, during that time at some point, but I'm there to answer questions, whatever the
Yeah.
students need.
So to give you a breakdown of what to expect for Saturday, we are going to be having, like I said, almost every single department, if not every single department that is student facing, will be there. You'll get to meet individuals from definitely financial aid, veteran services, admissions, registration. They're going to have a whole help desk for people that maybe have already done their admissions and just need to talk to an advisor or need to help figuring out what to do next. If you're just kind of stuck, they're going to have a whole help desk helping you with that. If you need help registering for your classes, they can guide you through it that day. So it's definitely something you want to look through.
And if
then
you
can talk-
pre-register, you have a chance to win that $250 scholarship.
Yeah.
You do it on the website, that pre-registration for that $250 scholarship. Take advantage of it. Again, like I said, that pays for 3/4 of two-thirds of your 3 credit hour class. There you go, right there. I mean, every little bit counts.
Every little bit. So make sure that you're coming for that. We're gonna have a fashion show, our continuing ed department. They're gonna have just the most adorable little fashion show. They have all their fashion for
I'm
kids
excited.
class. The
I love seeing the little kids. They're so
the
cute.
kids, they come up with these like fashion forward kind of stuff.
That's the only reason why I
and they're
hand out
displaying it.
candy at Halloween is so I could see all the costumes.
Yeah, but they're
Same
gonna
here.
they're gonna be showcasing that. We're gonna also be having our CTC dance team doing their
Oh.
debut. We're gonna have, you can meet our career coaches. They're our new coaches. Student success coaches. Yeah,
Oh,
they're gonna be there. They're
Oh,
gonna
cool.
have a chance to meet them and actually
Charlotte and Chris and Jessica.
yes, and they're so great. I love them already. I'm having a lot of fun like meeting
I'm
them and
excited for
working
that
with them.
program. I really think it's going to help our students that are coming in and our first time students, but also students that may be hitting bumps in the road,
Yeah.
that are established students that need some help too.
So we'll be getting that, or they'll be available. And then let me see, we have all of them. And then
Just like there's so much
our
going on.
adult education program, if anybody's interested in getting their high school equivalency, or they want to take some free ESL classes, they can go ahead and get an orientation through our adult education program. They're going to be having orientations at 9:30 and 11:30. That's what they were calling me a little while ago.
Oh, that's what they were calling you about?
Yeah, give me the scoop.
Woo woo.
So we're going to have a lot of things going, activities for the kids, for the College for Kids. The foundation's going to be doing their thing. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. Ice cream, because ice cream, I love ice cream. We're going to be giving out ice cream gifts. If
You
nothing
said the
else,
magic
come for the ice
words,
cream.
even if I
Ice cream's
wasn't
always
coming.
good.
I mean, ice cream.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
May have
matter.
just showed up for that. I'm just saying.
I know. And then we're going to be doing a live broadcast that day through our online radio station, The Crave, from Canyon CT. And so we're going to be broadcasting live. You're going to get a chance to listen to people that are actually going to be there, some of the deans, financial aid, the library, yeah, we're going to have a lot of stuff going on, and all of that's going to be broadcast live. You're going to get a chance to listen to it. And if you're there, you actually can come and see us actually do the broadcast, which is not something that we normally get to do, is show off, us doing a live radio broadcast.
So we get an audience and then we get an audience.
Yes, it's like the audience in front of you and then everywhere else. So we get to be fancy like that. But it's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm excited about the possibility. So please, everybody, feel free to come, check out what we have to offer you. And then get your questions answered. And if nothing else, bring your family, make it it doesn't have to I have my family. No, bring them too.
Bring them.
Make it
They
a
may
family
have
thing.
questions that you don't think about that we maybe have the answer to. You never know. Maybe they want to come to college and they don't think that they can. We will hook them up.
Seriously. So it's really, let me show you. I'm going to share my screen briefly. I am, if I can figure out which one of the 11 options of,
Sharing. I don't think you
oh,
need the AI assistant. I think you're okay. It's just the share.
wait, I did not realize. I
What's
think,
the AI assistant? Is that new?
It's new. It's the first time I've ever seen it at the bottom.
I don't think I've seen it before.
I don't think it was
Okay.
here the last time we did our live.
I'm hoping, okay, let me see.
Whew,
Can
it
you all
worked,
see
it
that
didn't.
one?
Yes.
Okay. Whew, whew.
You did good.
Good, thank you.
Woohoo!
All right, so here we go. If you look, this is our website, the ctcd.edu well, that's just the main page. And this thing keeps scrolling around. And if you're not sure, we have slides over here. But one of these slides, in theory,
I think it's the next one for the.
oh, sorry, is it this one?
That's okay. No.
I'm going too
Where'd it go?
fast. Oh, you can come schedule a campus tour. We will help you out, definitely.
Yes.
We do that all the time. That's my air people too.
Got our summer hours.
Fall registration is going.
registration.
Here it is. Open
There it
house,
is.
guys. See, you're invited Saturday, July 20th, 9 to 1. And then you can actually register right from the front page and
Mhm.
come check it out. So you no excuses of, oh, I don't know how to register. It's right there, guys.
And if you can see that there's an opportunity to get a $250 scholarship.
Actually, we're giving off 2.
What?
Yeah, it's 2
Wow.
of them.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty awesome.
It is. It
I thought
really
it was
is.
just gonna be 1, but 2. That's great.
No, it really is. I don't know how to stop sharing because,
Once you do it, it says you can't undo it, I guess.
I guess. I don't know what happened. Yo, where are you? Huh. Oh, look at that.
It's meant to be. We just read the fall registration again.
Right?
Okay.
Right? Okay.
Okay.
This is fine. Sure.
It gives it another opportunity to read about the registration.
Yep.
There you go. Huh. No, what's funny is, yeah, I think I broke my computer.
You.
It's contagious. That was me this morning.
It's
I'm
a
free.
Monday. It's just another manic Monday.
Sometimes
No, I do not
Tuesdays are
own the
Monday,
rights
too.
to that song.
Wish it was Sunday.
Oh, see,
That's my
It's my
Monday.
Monday. Oh, y'all didn't know y'all
I
were getting
get?
getting music. Yes, you got it stopped.
Oh God,
there
thank
we
you.
go.
Whew. It's Monday. It didn't want to listen, but okay,
The
guys.
students listening didn't realize they were getting a concert and information.
Hey, 2 for 1, 2 for 1. All right, guys. Anything else that you wanna let the world know about, guys?
I can't think of anything. Did we cover everything, Angie?
I think so. I think this open house will be great, though.
Yes.
Because if we missed something or if they didn't, if they didn't remember a question, everything can be answered there also. And plus, we'll have Shoni there with coordinator being the coordinator, and Karen will be there, and we'll both be there.
Come work for me.
So a few things to go over last minute, just so we can reiterate what we said, just in case someone is signed on that wasn't here when we started. So the 2024 FAFSAs are available and ready to rock. So get those filled out and sent to us. We are processing them as they come in. Number 2, work study applications will open this week by the 17th. For the fall 24. Yep. Be sure to fill it out if you're interested in being a work study. Texas state grant e-form is out there for 24-25. Fill that out. You might be eligible for a state grant.
The sooner the better.
Yes.
That
First
one.
come, first serve. That is a first come, first serve grant. Because we only have limited funds. Once the funds are exhausted, we cannot give any more out. What else? Trying to think if there's anything else to cover again. I don't think so. Registration for fall is open. Financial aid funds released 10 days prior to classes start date. For loans, you must be in 6 credit hours. What
For
else?
us to pay for your financial aid, your classes have to be on your degree program.
Yep.
And they have to begin and end within the start date.
Within this month, yes.
Yeah, the start date of that semester.
Yep. And scholarships open July 1st, and they'll close at the end of this month. So if you weren't here before and you missed all of that glorious information, we just did a recap.
Just so that you know, though, we are recording it live, and it is in our Facebook. We will post it later into our CTC YouTube page, and so you can recap it, look at it again, make sure if there was something like, oh, I didn't quite understand what they meant, or you want to share it with somebody, you're welcome to do so.
And as always, you guys are more than welcome to call us. Our number is 254-526. Now you're gonna make me have to look it up. 1268. 1268. Isn't it?
No, it's 1508.
1508.
It's 254-526-1508.
1508. There you go. See? Angie had my back.
That's why you invite her, right?
She just knocks on my wall.
Like,
all right,
I
guys.
forgot something. Help.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for doing this. As usual, you guys have given us a lot of great information. I will definitely see you Saturday, if not before. And everybody else, we really hope that you got some answers to your questions. And if not, that you come on Saturday and come check it out at the campus, our central campus here at Killeen. Thank you and have a good day.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.